Alright, you'll have to ignore the fact that I look like a burnt toaster waffle right now. I got some sun this morning and it's done its job. Now, I know I'm late to the party on this because for the people that already know, today is the last day that you can send in your comments to try to get them to change their minds before they pass this thing. Sorry I was so late. I didn't really look into it that much until the end of this week. And then I was like, well, I just wasted all this time. And anyway, no excuse for it. But at least I wanted to help spread the word. But anyway, so I did some more research into this thing to see what exactly was going on. So essentially, this new department has taken over as far as who oversees. These aren't going to be the exact and best words, but basically who oversees what guns, toy guns, and gun lookalikes and whatnot. They oversee like the rules, regulations, and laws behind that stuff, and they want to fast track this new set of regulations and such into plan. So how does this affect Airsoft? Well, it doesn't just affect Airsoft. In fact, it can affect Airsoft, paintball, and the gel blaster guns that people have started to get into and has kind of has its own little cult following right now. I think, at least that's what I hear. But it even can go down to as far as Nerf guns. And it will affect businesses and such. So this means the prices in which we pay for these guns, what is allowed to be imported and not imported, what companies and businesses can sell, and I think can also limit the appearances of these guns. So potentially we could be using Nerf bodies for our Airsoft guns in the future. I don't know. I'm not the man to listen to on all the fine details and exactly what all this implicates. I'm not the best at putting things into the words. This is also last minute that I'm doing this, but I am going to leave a couple links in the description if you want to check it out. And don't just take my word for this stuff or the links that I just put below. Do your own search if you feel you should, which I absolutely recommend. You know, do your own research into it. You can check out the actual rule itself, the change that they're trying to make through the link in the description that I'm going to leave for where if you want to actually have an impact on how this thing turns out. I'll go more into that in a minute. But the links I'll leave for YouTube videos that I saw, I saw a couple of YouTube videos on it, but the two I'll recommend, there's going to be a short one, which is a short little summary that I'll put down there, and then a long one that goes into more finer details about what it does and what it can affect. Now, in some ways, this is also worst case scenario how things turn out. Even if this thing passes, it doesn't mean there will be an immediate effect. They may gradually do it. So if you want to do something about it, in fact, in the long video that I have linked below, they had their own little message that you can send to the department that's going to be over this. So with that link, it'll take you directly to the website, and there'll be a blue button there that you can press that says comment, obviously. And so with it, you can leave a comment there, and with that comment, you can request these new regulations to not be put into place. And in summary, that's what the paragraph or a couple of paragraphs below will have. That'll be the entire request, and it's pretty well worded. It is very much document and government talk. I mean, it uses words like the undersigned, and you can take that, copy it all, and paste it in that comment. And then if you'll scroll down, you'll see what is your comment about. Select a category. I didn't select a comment category because I honestly, I was like, I don't know which one of these it honestly applies to, but it's not required. And then there's a part that says, tell us about yourself, you know, and three options. I'm an individual, an organization, or anonymous. Pick whichever. I picked an individual and just put my name and that I was from the United States. There's other information you can put there, not necessary, just first and last name and your country. And then of course, the I'm not a robot checkbox at the bottom. And I'm sorry because I'm late to the party. You know, it is June 11th. Today is the last day to send this stuff in, because otherwise they're just not going to look at it, supposedly. I'm not saying still don't send this stuff in if you see it later. It literally takes 5 minutes. That's what these other videos have been talking about. And it honestly takes less than that if you just want to copy and direct paste it in there. I copied and pasted mine in and then edited a couple things, but that was about it. And I'd recommend you look at the videos I set up first, or the links down there. I think it's important to get a little bit of information on what's going on. Feel free to, even when you're there, you can read what they're proposing to change on that website. It literally, there's a summary and then everything, the whole document listed below and all that. Just do some research. You know, don't take my word for it. I'm some dude of the internet. But I wanted to put this up because I wanted to at least put in some effort to try to see this changed. Yes, I don't have a huge following to make an impact in a day. I've also am uploading this at a time where it's basically too late. You know, not many people are going to see this right away. I don't usually like doing stuff like this. I like to make, you know, funny stuff and I don't mind getting serious every now and again, but, you know, I like to make goofy stuff and cringe, of course. King of cringe. But ultimately, I love Airsoft. I want to see Airsoft grow. I want more people to become a part of it. I want to bring more people to Mount Doom. I mean, it's something that I think is also educational. I have learned a lot in Airsoft. And yeah, you make friends along the way. You meet all kinds of people. Yeah, you meet some weird people. I won't lie, there's some weird people. But it's all a good time. I wanted to do something about this, and I stand behind the belief that you gotta at least try something. Put some effort in. Because if you're going to lose, you're going to lose. So why not try? Because there's always the chance you might not. Anyways, thanks for watching. Peace.